Hey guys, hey, what's going on? Hey, welcome to At the Bar with Bad Beast. Hey, today we are going to be going solo at the bar today. You know, normally I don't like to do these At the Bar episodes by myself, but I figure I'll go ahead and try one anyway. You know, I've had my wife on one or two, and I always like doing it with my brother, so I'm going to have some of my partners and friends come over on the weekends when I get ready to do these At the Bar segments, so hopefully they can sit in and give you their opinion on the libations in which we're going to be trying. But the one that we're going to be talking about today is the Crown Royal Bourbon Mash. Now, you guys know I'm a Crown Royal drinker, love Crown Royal. I've tried mostly all of them. Some of the flavored ones are pretty good. Some of them are a little too sweet, or as Lyle would say at No Hippie Barbecue, that hippie whiskey. But this one here, I've really grown accustomed to this one. I really like this one. As you can see that the bottle is almost empty. I can't give you guys a review if I don't try the product itself, right? So I've been having this one for a few weeks now, and I've been sipping on this one off and on outside while I'm cooking or outside smoking a cigar and stuff. And this bourbon mash is pretty smooth, okay? If you don't know, the bourbon mash is actually Crown Royal whiskey, and all of its 50 blends that makes Crown Royal smooth. And it's taken and it's put in American oak barrels that were used for bourbon. Okay, so it's actually Canadian whiskey, according to what I read. Crown Royal Canadian whiskey, which was aged in bourbon barrels, American bourbon oak barrels. Okay, so it is pretty smooth. It's got a nice depth of flavor to it, slight oakiness to it. So it is very smooth, if you ask me. Okay, now one of the unique things about this is that the name Bourbon Mash is a violation of the NAFTA agreement between Canada and the United States. Okay, the word bourbon has been deemed, or was deemed by Congress, as a product that can only be produced in the United States. And there's a section of the NAFTA agreement that Canada agreed to, that bourbon or anything called bourbon can only be produced in the United States. And of course, Crown Royal is a Canadian whiskey, and it is produced in Canada. So they were forced to remove these from the shelves, the ones that had bourbon mash on it. Like I said, I got it when it first came out. They're going to be changing it to Blender's Mash, I believe, is what the new label is going to be, will read, okay? Which means that the bottles that you have with the label and the bourbon mash on it, they'll probably become some type of collector's item. Now, I believe the liquor inside of these bottles will be the same infused bourbon flavor from oak barrels into the Canadian whiskey as before. It's just that the labeling will be different. So the bottle, the labeling, and I guess if you can get hold of one, you hold on to it. It's probably going to become a collector's item after a while. So I'm technically going to finish this bottle here, but I'm just going to hold on to the bottle and the label once it's empty and put it back in the bag. And who knows, maybe somebody will want to buy it as a collector's item one day. Okay, so what are we going to do today? So since we went out and bought ourselves a Breville smoking gun, and like I said, this thing, you saw our first test on it when we tried to smoke some pork chops and things. I'll put the iCard up here in the top of the video here, but this thing can also be used to smoke glasses and decanters and smoke drinks and all type of things. So that's what we're going to do today. Since this is a bourbon mash and it was aged in bourbon oak barrels, I am going to take some oak wood chips and I'm going to smoke a glass with some oak, and I got my official Crown Royal glass here, and I'm going to smoke this glass with some oak smoke and let it sit for a while, and then we're going to go ahead and pour some of our bourbon mash in here, neat, no ice, and we're going to see just if the oak smoke further enhances the whiskey. Okay, so hey, let's go ahead and get this started. the smoke infuse the glass for about a minute. So let's go ahead and invert it. Ooh, look at that cool smoke coming out of that glass. And we're gonna hit it with a little bit of bourbon mash. Gotta go to the store and get me some more. All right, let's see what we got here. Oh, that's nice. That oakiness of that smoke is real nice. Man, it really enhances the bourbon. Yeah, that's nice. That's real nice. That worked out real well. So all that smoke did was enhance the oakiness of the glass, and therefore kind of enhance the bourbon mash. So man, talk about real nice. And then that oak smell floats up on your nose and on your palate and stuff. So it's real nice. All right. So, hey, there you have it. At the bar, right quick one with Bad Beast. If you can, go out and get you a bottle of this if you're a Crown Royal drinker. It's real smooth. I like the way it goes down. It's a lot different from all those flavor ones that they have out there. And I'll even buy it once the label changes, because I assume that the liquor on the inside won't change. So, okay. Well, hey, thanks for stopping by. Hey, and like we're gonna start saying at the end of At the Bar, hey, beer, booze, and barbecue. Hey, you can't go wrong with none of that hanging around the smoker. Hey, thanks for stopping by. This is Bad Beast out. Hey guys, question of the day. What libations do you indulge in when you're sitting around the smoker waiting for your low and slow to be finished? Hey, we'll see you guys around the smoker. Whew. Rain on, my friends. Rain on.